Hey guys, it's Danae, and thanks so much for coming back to watch another episode of the Weekly Reid. This episode is super special because it is my season finale for season 2. And as I mentioned last week, it's a little abrupt, and I didn't say why, but I guess I'll say it now. I'm moving to New York. That's so exciting, right? You guys? Yeah, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. So this is definitely my season finale. Hopefully not the last episode. I'm gonna try to figure everything out, but I'm gonna stop rambling now and let my guests introduce themselves, tell you guys why they're here, a little bit about themselves, and we'll be good to go. So,
how you doing? So my name is David Cabello,
and I'm Aaron Cabello,
and we're the owners of Black and Mobile. So it's a startup delivery service in Philadelphia. So it's like all the other delivery services, but it's for Black-owned business. So we promote group economics, we hire people in the community, and we just really get the word out there how important it is to support Black-owned business. We're actually the only, from my knowledge, we're the only Black-owned delivery service in the U.S. So y'all can definitely check us out.
Wow. That you didn't have. Yes.
That was my cue.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about how and why you started the business.
So honestly, I really started the business because when I was in college, I wasn't conscious, if you want to say. People's always on consciousness. I wasn't like that. My brother was always like that. He was always like that. He's always on just a different level in college. So when he started telling me more about history, I'm like, man, stay away from me with all that. You know what I mean? But as he kept telling me and teaching me and showing me, I ended up dropping out of college. Ended up going to a bookstore, teaching myself how to design websites, design apps. My whole mission was to help Black-owned business in any way. I went to college for business, but I didn't know what I was going to do. So, dropped out, helped the bookstore, stay open, and then really just started working for Uber Eats, other delivery services. I learned their whole system, and then just did my own thing.
Right. And so what school did you guys go to?
Shippensburg.
You went
Shippensburg also.
Okay.
We were roommates.
Oh, wow. And you guys are twins.
Yep.
You said we're roommates at the same time. That's crazy. And so you took African American studies courses, or you were just kind of...
It was just, I was sitting in geography class one day, and I never heard the information she was telling me just about how Africa and just the way she presented the colonization. I'm sitting here like, out of all the schools I've been to in my life, something felt different about what she was telling me. So I just did my own research continuously every single day since then.
Reading books all the time. He got me reading books. He got me doing a whole bunch of stuff, learning about
listening to
healthy
music
and everything.
Everything just about the culture, because we didn't experience that growing up ever.
Right.
No one really taught us that. Our mom really wasn't on that, but it just something was different inside me. So I just do it. So I always pursued that, and then we came to Black and Nobel. Great experience. We got to ship books to prisons. Read.
So you guys
we met a lot of different people through that. So it was just very
we've been doing this about over 2 years now.
Okay, and so that was your influence.
That was if you want to call it the rites of passage. Going in there and seeing him, teaching myself. I haven't had an actual W-2 job in a while. I'm talking about we just kind of gave up everything. You know what I mean? Just start over, and let's just start over and just learn something new. It was like a culture shock, because what we've been taught, what you're taught in school, what you're taught growing up by your parents, what you're just taught in general, is not the truth.
Right.
I'm not gonna say everything, but you want to experience it. You want to experience it on your own.
You gotta experience yourself. And then I had a son recently, so it's just been.
Oh, congratulations!
It's been very, a lot of new things happening in my life.
That's awesome. So I was asking if you took African American Studies courses because I minored in African American Studies in college, and so I haven't necessarily went the route of promoting Black-owned businesses, which sounds a lot worse than it is.
No.
But I feel like I have done other things. But learning that stuff about your history and about your culture and the things that you weren't taught definitely does fuel something in you. So that's really cool that you were able to.
For example, and we just found this out 3 weeks ago.
I was just about to say this.
So my great grandmother, I just found out she had a twin sister. She died a couple of weeks ago. But my great grandmother is the niece of Elijah Muhammad.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
What?
So so just going and going in your lineage, finding where you come from. It's the a lot of young people gotta start doing that.
Right.
You gotta understand how important it is to know who your ancestors are.
I told someone the other day that each and every one of us has someone that is so important to our legacy that we don't even know. You won't ever know. Then you find out, you're like, how didn't I know this?
Right.
Why didn't anyone in my family?
But that's how it's designed.
Yeah,
that's how it's designed. They don't want you to know where you come from. They didn't back in the day. They didn't do those things just to make sure we didn't know where we came from.
Well, what's so funny, and I don't like to really talk about myself on my show, But, so remember I was telling you my last name is Reid? It's spelled R-E-I-D. My grandfather, they messed up his birth certificate. So really, my history is R-E-E-D. That's supposed to be my last name. But it's R-E-I-D, so I have a hard time tracing back because my last name technically isn't spelled the right way. But back in like the 40s and 50s, like white doctors didn't care how to spell your last name.
They didn't care.
Not only that, they named us after the slave.
Right, exactly. So, how do you guys continue to build your following? Because off air we talked about how you went from 4,000 to 11, but how do you?
I mean, so honestly, at the beginning of the year, like, this isn't just a new business. Like, I didn't just pop out and I'm just like, oh, like, I'm doing this. I've been working on this for the last 2 years.
Right.
Like, so with, the bookstore, I've been working with it. I've been researching every day, working for Uber, working for these companies. My followers is organic. Like, I don't pay for promotions. I don't do anything. I could really thank Saw from Country Cooking. She really promotes us. She really, like, when I first met her, the first thing she did was put it on her page. She said, I like y'all. You know what I mean? She didn't even know me.
We have good energy.
Yeah, I mean, but besides that, she didn't know anything about it. She just seen what we were doing. She said, I'm going to give y'all young brothers a shot. She made me believe in myself. So between Country Cooking and between all the other business owners that are like standing up for us now, like they see what we're doing. Like, you know how hard it is to get people to trust you?
Yeah.
So once we got Saw to believe in us and then she promoted us, so many other people started doing it.
Right.
So it was organic because we're not, I guess, social media savvy. Like, we're getting there, but we do it from the heart, you know what I mean? So it just honestly just came together like that. Saw promoting this other business, seeing us, and then people actually seeing us do the work. Some people talk about the work. We're actually on bikes doing this all the time, you know what I mean? So
on bikes, you said.
E-bikes.
Yeah. Okay. So explain the driving force behind bikes. Why bikes?
Well, bikes is definitely healthier. You get a good exercise, and it's convenient in Center City in Philadelphia. It's just very convenient. You get to move. I feel like I move faster than the car sometimes.
Like no traffic, no
especially in Philly.
Gas,
I move pretty quick, so it's just once you start riding the bike and you get on the e-bikes, it's just.
His goes 30 miles per hour.
Yeah, it's just like,
mine goes 20 miles per hour, but the only annoying thing is in the winter.
Yeah, I was gonna say how do you?
That's the issue.
We get our rain gear, we get our warm gear, and that's it.
And you ride your bike.
And we ride our bike in the snowstorm, like no matter what it is. We fell off a bike, he got messed up, all that.
Yeah, I mean,
it's for a bigger. It's not us. It's for like a bigger purpose. So if we get banged up a little bit, you know what I mean. It's fine.
I get that, and it's funny you say that because last week I had my brother on the show. He's a football player, and one of the at the end of my show, I usually have people say like, "What advice would you like to give?" And he said, first people ask why, then they ask how, and so. That just made what you just said made me think of it because a lot of people are probably like, well, why? Like, are you riding bikes in the wintertime? Why are you?
Get a car.
A lot of people probably would have given up.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, as an entrepreneur, if you really want to do something, you're gonna feel like giving up. I feel like giving up this morning. I feel like, sometimes you feel like giving up. But when you get around positive people, when you're going down the street and just some random person just says like, I love what you're doing, keep going. That how can you give up? Man? As someone who just randomly comes and just prays for you.
Yeah.
Say, I love what you're doing. Like I be feeling like giving up sometimes when I get rejected. People only see, me smiling on picture, but you don't see all the pain, all
the tears.
You don't see all that behind the cameras. You know what I mean? You see me smiling, you see me happy, but you don't see all the rejections, the disappointment, the hard work, all that stuff. You don't see that. You know what I mean?
And so you think that anybody who's dedicated to their dream will be able to push through?
Oh yeah. Like for example, when I always tell my brother this, like I don't care if someone tries to copy me. If someone tries to do exactly what I'm doing, please, it's not a competition to help the people.
Right.
It's not a competition.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna help you because that's business.
Right.
But it's not a competition. If you want to do it, you're gonna go through the same challenge that I went through. Good luck.
Right.
That's all I can say to you. Good luck, because this is hard. You know what I mean?
It's not for everybody. That's something that me and Taz were talking about earlier too. A lot of people see somebody doing something and then they think I can do it too, not even realizing how much it sucks sometimes to be pursuing your dreams and get told no a million times, or fall a million times, fail a million times.
People act like they don't see you. People act like they don't see you. That's the worst part. That's the worst part when people they can follow you on social media, act like they don't see what you're doing and support. You know what I mean? But it doesn't discourage me. It makes me work harder. Like I had business owners not want to work with me, and then I come back 3 months later, and they're coming up to me now like, "Oh, I'm ready to work with you. I see you're consistent. I see you keep working."
Right.
For me. That like that always beats the pain and disappointment when they come back and say, "I want to work with you." You know what I mean?
And being a startup, the minor difficulties we're having is really raising the capital to get the
we'll
perfect
get into all that.
technology.
We'll get into all that. Yeah, we'll get into all that.
Yeah. And so you said building trust has been kind of.
We got 3 challenges. There's 3 challenges, but it's also going to be very positive when we're able to overcome those challenges. Is getting business owners to trust you. They know Uber, they know Grubhub, they know all the other delivery services. We're the only black owned one.
Right.
Of course, they're gonna look at us, and y'all 23.
Yeah.
And y'all on bikes.
Right.
They looking at us like, all right, y'all must be out of your mind. You know what I mean? So overcoming that challenge when they see the type of people we are, like, you know, we're gonna get it done. Getting people to support us. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, our people, we support what's hot. That's it. You know what I mean? We support what's flashy, what's hot, what's fun, what's exciting. It's kind of hard to make riding a bike look good.
Yeah.
We do it. You know what I mean? But it's kind of hard to do that. And then getting our people to want to work too. You know what I mean? So it's a bunch of challenges, but being able to create employment opportunities to get business owners to trust you and to support you, it's so many more opportunities like when we actually are able to achieve that. You know?
Right. So you could understand why somebody would not be super willing to.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, and so can you explain that process of how you get the businesses to work with you, or?
Honestly, how I get people to work with me, honestly.
Like, do you find the businesses? I don't want you to give out your whole little.
No. It's fine. Like I said, it's not competition. If someone's gonna go help black-owned business, go help them. So how we do it is, we honestly contact them. We just contact them. I'll go in there face to face. I talk to them about the service. Most of the time, they either like, oh, I want to do it, or they're not. You know what I mean? Like, so that's kind of how we do it. He has a map.
I create like a map, as you can see, of just a lot of the black-owned businesses we have. This isn't all of them, but it's kind of small to see. But it's just over like 50 to 100.
Wow.
And just mark. So we
can technically make an app out of that.
We just know where to go. So we know like where we got to partner with next, and
right. And so explain this to me. So you haven't been doing this for 2 years. You've been working towards it for 2 years.
I've been working towards it for 2 years.
So now, when was this established?
13 weeks. I started Black History Month. I wanted to launch Black History Month. That's when I launched.
And you've gotten all this success thus far.
That fast.
What do you attribute it to?
Honestly, I mean, just not giving up on yourself. Like, honestly, just not giving up on yourself and having my brother. Like, without him to do it, I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah.
But Black and Mobile gets me up, but I really attribute it to having someone by your side, like, that you're close to, and then just not giving up on yourself.
Okay.
You know how hard it is not to give up on yourself and give up on what you're doing?
Yeah.
So that's what I attribute to, just not giving up on yourself.
Yeah.
I could say for David, like, watching him build, how he built Black and Nobel's traffic up with just off of his brain, just everything he learned, it gave him the confidence to want to build our own business because he already knew what to do.
Right.
Even though it's a completely different business almost, but him learning, he was like possessed with all the things he was learning so fast. I'm like, how did you find that? He just said, he just knew where to find the information. So just getting that blueprint of the things we need lined up, which we kind of have, but we just got to get the funding and stuff.
Right.
But
right.
He watching him do that inspired me to like, you got it. You got to figure it out. You got the information is there. You got to find it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can
It's the
find
age of information.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's the age of information.
You look. So.
That's so true.
Yep.
That is so true. And I love the shirts. I don't know if you noticed, but it matches my card.
It does. Black and gold, yeah.
Yeah, and so how'd you come up with the theme?
Actually, while working with Black and Nobel.
Okay.
So, his colors were black and gold, so we kind of were working together.
Like homage, that's the way to say it.
Yeah, how I used to tell people is like Uber Eats, you know what I mean? Like when we were working with Black and Nobel, he was already established as far as he's been in business for 15 years.
Right.
But he had the online presence, so I helped him get the online presence. But after designing his website, I seen also like in the delivery field, there's nobody with Black and Gold. Gold is royalty, you know what I mean? So I went with that.
Yeah.
You know?
And also, I think, didn't they say like yellow like makes people hungry or something?
There's certain colors.
Yeah.
I know orange is one too.
Yeah.
So.
I'm really into like symbolism and stuff like that, so I'm glad I was right because I would have been super salty. Okay. So were you guys ever nervous that it would fall through? I know it's pretty new.
Nervous that it would fall through?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes I can't even say I didn't even expect to be here on the show or just people reaching out to me.
Right.
I didn't expect so much followers. Like when I met Saud at Country Cooking, I almost gave up my dream. I almost gave up everything because the day after I met her and she put me on her page and all my followers are going up, I sprained my ankle and fractured my foot. I couldn't walk for 50 days. I couldn't ride my bike. I got so depressed. I'm like, I'm about to give up. As soon as I got back up, I didn't think I was ever going to be able to do it. People giving up on you, people not supporting you. I always felt like that. Yeah. I felt like that until it actually happened. Honestly, I felt like it was never going to happen until it actually happened.
Right. And so, as you mentioned, the idea is sort of similar to Uber Eats.
Oh, well, that's how I kind of learned the system.
Yeah.
I kind of learned Uber Eats system, other delivery services. I learned their system, but, I didn't just learn it and just, like, people go there and just work for people.
Yeah.
When I go work for someone, I'm learning everything I can to better my life. Mm-hmm. So I was working, but I'm like, hold on, like I like this. I just taught myself how to design websites and apps and all that. I like the system. So it was when I did the research, I'm like, there's no black people in this field.
Yeah.
Why is there no black-owned delivery company? But but what makes it different is because it's not just a regular black-owned delivery company where you go, oh, let me go try to work with Chick-fil-A or all these other companies. No, we're gonna help black-owned business. We need technology. We need jobs. So that's the innovative. That's what makes us different. Is working with black-owned businesses.
Right. And go ahead.
Even talking to some of the people who are with Grubhub and Uber, they have a lot of complaints about their service with their business. Like they don't treat the black-owned businesses the same. They're charging at least 30%, so they're taking a lot of their money out. And it's just
we saw this, and this is why I love Saw. Like she gave us a shot, right? And she said, I'm not working with any other delivery service. She said DoorDash, what they do is they try to go in there and they just place an order and they try to get the order, and then that's how they start doing business with you. They just call in the order and pay up front. She said, I'm not letting nobody make money off my business, unless it's a black-owned company.
Right. And so how do you make money?
So we make money. So we make money two ways. And I ain't gonna put everything out there, but we make money by providing the service. That's all I'm basically saying. By providing the service and then delivery fees.
Gotcha.
That's how we make our money. People who know the Uber system, you can look into yourself, but that's how we make our money. Providing our service, our delivery service. Mm-hmm.
And so you have a team that works with you, or is it
so
just you
right?
two?
So honestly, we had a couple people that work with us. I hire a couple people from time to time, but right now it's this is me. It's us two. Yeah. Right now it's us two. We're only 12 weeks in, 13 weeks in. We're still trying to get in the process of having reliable people.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to find someone who believes in your vision.
Yeah.
I don't want to just hire someone that's just gonna get up, come deliver food, and not really care.
Yeah.
I want someone who believes in the vision.
Yeah.
So trying to find someone that believes in the vision, not just gonna come for a check. That's kind of hard to do.
And so that's what sets you apart.
That's what sets us apart. We're not going to just hire anyone. Uber and them will. Now, as we grow, we eventually will make the hiring process a little bit easier, but I want to make sure as my company grows, I need people around me that I really want to do it.
Yeah. And so did you expect your 2019 to go like this?
I mean, honestly, I feel that my 2019 hasn't even started yet. Like, I feel like this is just like... Okay. This is just like
the beginning.
Like summer is the slowest hours for delivery.
Really?
So, everyone's outside. Everyone's outside. Why would they want to be in the house getting food delivered? They want to be out with their family. So
you only deliver to addresses, like you?
Oh no, we deliver to jobs, stuff like that. But like it's just from working the seasons. Summer's always slow.
Summer's a
so I feel like 2019 hasn't really started yet. I feel like this is like us building our customer base, people like trusting us, stuff like that. By the time fall comes, I feel like that's when things are really going to start picking up.
Right. Well, that's super interesting because I didn't know that summer was a slow time. In my head, I'm like, okay, like I'm thinking of, okay, I order a lot in the summer if I'm home during the day. So I guess, that definitely does make sense because a lot of people are outside and they want something.
If it's raining out, people are gonna order. If it's snowing out, cold weather, sometimes even if it's too hot, people order. But people want to be outside. Yeah. People love being. I like being outside. That's why I ride a bike. It works. I like being outside.
Yeah. So you always enjoyed riding bikes. That's the part that's still blowing my mind. That's amazing.
I can't say I enjoy it. I can't say I enjoyed it all the time. I'm an active person. I've always been active. We've always been active, but
we just kind of jumped on a bike, and I started with a 70 Schwinn and had the worst bike.
When we dropped out, God gave us a bag. He gave us a bag, a bike, and an idea. That's it. Go run with it. Do what you want to do with it. So I don't look at it as me doing it just because I love riding a bike. I do it because this is what I've been given. Yeah. This to climb up. This is what I've been given. So I gotta make the best out of it.
I think for me, I'm just amazed because I swear they say you can't forget how to ride a bike. I swear to God, I have.
Well, when you buy the e-bike, you'll be like, all right, this is like, you don't even really have to know how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
You just start pedaling and it's gonna start going.
Maybe I would get a bike. Maybe I will when I move. Maybe I could get a bike.
In New York?
Yeah.
Definitely enjoy that.
Oh my God, you guys just gave me a
and
whole
you'll be
idea.
very healthy. Like the glow you get from riding in the summer and just sweating all the time, you're gonna feel healthy inside. You know.
Oh, okay, I don't like to go to the gym, so maybe I'll do that. Okay, so you guys said that you pretty much dropped everything else, so this is your full time.
This is our full time.
Wow.
I'm all in. Like honestly, it's crazy because I was working for another delivery service. I ended up actually getting fired from there.
Mm-hmm.
But 2 weeks before that, I told myself in my head, I need to get fired.
Yeah.
I told myself that. Like, and of course I don't want to struggle, but I told myself I need to get fired because if I get fired, I'm gonna go all in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be desperate. That's what you need sometimes. You need to just be literally at your breaking point. At your breaking point where you ain't got nothing left and you ain't got nothing else to do but go all at it. Because now my business is able to generate in one day where Uber pays me.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to get that, for multiple people, but that's a start.
Right.
In 12 weeks.
That's amazing.
The first 8 weeks I started with 4 businesses. The first 8 weeks. Now I got like 25. So it's crazy to see like I'm able to pay myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't gotta work for nobody else. My company is gonna pay me $100 a day minimum. I gotta go out there and grind.
Yeah.
I gotta go out there and do the orders, but it's gonna pay me what I was gonna make working for someone else anyway.
Yeah, and so I know you said that you have, it's hard gaining the trust of businesses,
Mm-hmm.
but are you guys selective with the businesses that you work with, the black-owned businesses that you work with?
I mean,
I'm not about to do like, we're not about to do like, oh, well, who's a better black-owned business? If I can help a black-owned business get more traffic, that's what I'm here for. Now, of course, working with black-owned businesses that are more established, that's always better.
Yeah.
But if a business is not more established, how can I be the one to say, oh, we can't work with you? I'm not that established either.
Right.
So
right.
I want to work together so we can get established together.
Mm-hmm. And what were you saying?
There's just certain businesses like we're always willing to work with everyone, but there's some that we won't go to first.
Yeah.
We just select on which ones that we've heard about or that we actually enjoy ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go over there, check it out because we like going there anyway.
Right.
So
Quality is important.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Cool. So why do you kind of touched on this, but why is it important that us as black people support black-owned businesses, and why do you think that there's a lack?
All right, so the real reason why we always should support black-owned business is because if you're able to go to other companies and support them all the time without even thinking about it, why are we giving ourselves such a hard time? Like why do we have to sell it to you? Like for example, why do we have to sell black people how to eat healthy?
Yeah.
When everyone else is just doing it. Why, you know what I mean? It don't make sense. It's backwards. So supporting black-owned business, it shouldn't even be a trend.
Yeah.
It should literally be just what we do.
Right.
It's a law. It should be
Yeah.
law.
But we tend to just support, like I said, we tend to support what's hot,
Yeah.
what's flashy. Like, I don't wear nothing flashy. Because, first of all, I don't got time for that. I'm riding a bike, I need to be comfortable. But, like, supporting black-owned business, you're able to support 3 black-owned businesses when you support us. Our business, the restaurant, and then the driver, who's an independent contractor.
Mm-hmm.
That's helping the dollar circulate. We're not understanding group economics. So when people say I'm racist or people say I'm hateful, I sell food. I'm not racist. I don't talk about hate. I don't nothing. But we need to get is a clear problem if we're the only black-owned delivery company.
It's interesting when black people decide to employ only black people.
No. I ain't say that. Oh.
No. I'm just saying it's really interesting because I was reading this the other day, and if we are. A lot of the times when we make our efforts, or gear our efforts toward black-owned anything, or, we want our team to be comprised of black people. Not saying that you guys do, but, when we go that route, how many people coin us as racist because we want to put our own people on. It's just so interesting how people will take it to that point when it's just like, but the white people do it.
No, but let's not even say white and black. The Asians do it.
Yeah.
Let's not even do white and black. The Asians do it. Literally, they employ themselves. There's nothing wrong with employing themselves.
Every group has a race consciousness. They stick together. We're the people that work for our enemy and then spend our money with the enemy.
Yeah.
And then we're complaining about the enemy that still is here. It doesn't make sense.
And honestly, the real reason why I'm doing this is it has nothing to do with trying to take down Uber. It has nothing to do with trying to take down anyone else. It's really to help the dysfunction in the black community. From coming from that, from seeing other people go through that, is to just spread love. It's just try to get us all together because, there's a lot of problems in the black community. Besides economics, there's a lot of problems. So we're touching on economics, but I feel like that's like the base to solving a lot of problems. Like if you're not in poverty, you're not going to do a lot of things that we're doing in the black community. So, that's just one of the reasons. But it's not because of I'm just trying to get rich.
Right.
If I was just trying to get rich, I can go work for a Fortune 500 company. I can go back to college. I can do those things. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's really about like sending the message that like we need to like fix and create our community.
Yeah. It's just so interesting how our community continues to limit ourselves based off of what other people perceive us to be. So I think it's really amazing that you guys even went out on a limb to do that, because a lot of people of color, not even just black people, view themselves through the guise of how white America views us, and we only see ourselves as getting to a certain pinnacle. And so I think it's really amazing that you guys are kind of like breaking that down and saying like, look, like we can do this. So that's why I feel like your business is so important, because it means more than just supporting black businesses. It means more than just employing the neighborhood. It means something.
It's showing young black men that you do not have to rap, you don't have to play ball, you don't have to do the normal stuff. You can do whatever you want. Just find something that you can be different in. You can do whatever you want. Like I'm tired of the image of, oh, this is all we do. And honestly, sometimes that's all we be trying to do. Like that's all we glorify as well. You see a lot of people, that's all we glorify.
Especially rap now is huge.
Exactly, the rap, and nothing against rap. I like hip hop. Nothing against rap. Nothing against ball players. Nothing like that. Because I'm a sports player. But we glorify that.
Yeah, and nothing else.
And nothing else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like even also and when you go into business, you see a lot of people go into business selling T-shirts or cutting hair, or we need more than that. Yeah. We need more than just cutting hair, balling, rap. Because we're so much more than that. We're so why are we only doing it? We're so much more. That's not thorough. We need to, like it was a post I seen. It's like when you're not acting white, you're actually acting very black when you're educated. Yeah. Because we are educated. We didn't have access to education. Right. And look what we still did.
Right.
So it's so much deeper than just like economics and just trying to be the first one. It ain't about to be the first one. It's like you said, breaking barriers, but showing the youth that we can do so much more.
Right.
So much.
Yeah, it's just once as we grow, making people want to feel a part of this. It's a real community, even the bike community. You see a lot of the young, their own bikes. They're always riding.
Yeah, that's the new thing, is bikes.
So just making a community out of it, and we love to eat.
Yeah.
We love to. We got vegetarian, we got soul. There's Jamaican. There's
so many different types of food.
So many. We're
the best chefs in the world.
Yeah.
Honestly, but like we and everything comes off us. So
you'd be surprised how many black-owned businesses you'll find that you didn't even know was there.
Yeah.
You didn't even know was black-owned. Just like the places you found.
Like what's the name of it?
Dos Tacos.
Dos Tacos on 15th Street. You know that one?
Yeah.
Black-owned.
Really?
You know Miles Table?
Who owns it?
Black-owned.
Wow.
And you would never know. I met the owner at Sid Booker's. You would never know. So stuff like that. We definitely need. We need to know what every single last black-owned business is in the city.
And you want to know what's interesting? Because my aunt, this is her spot, and I was telling her about you guys beforehand. She hadn't heard of you guys yet, but she was like, that's amazing. Like, so you really do have a product that's marketable.
What do you mean?
Like, the product that you have, the service that you offer is marketable. You can make money off of it.
I had someone in Detroit tell me that he'll fund my business right now if I come to Detroit. I got people in Atlanta. I got people in LA, New York. When are you coming out here?
So when are you planning to do that?
Funding. Yeah. I've been funding the business out of my pocket. I don't got the money to do that. Like these other companies are raising hundreds of millions of dollars. So we want to try to get a Kickstarter together, but I'm not trying to compete with them. There's no way I'm going to be able to compete with Uber. They're everywhere already. I'm not trying to compete with them. I'm just trying to make a difference. You know what I mean?
So just going back to black businesses and the unprofessional stereotype, have you heard that before?
We're very professional.
Yeah.
I don't honestly, and I put my money in this. I don't care what anyone says. Show me a time I wasn't professional. I'm professional at all times. Now there are problems with business that aren't professional, of course, but we got to keep going back and supporting.
Right, but so my question was going to be, have you seen that in any of the people that you've tried to work with, the lack of professionalism, and how does that make you feel?
I mean, yeah, I've seen it. I mean, I've dealt with that a lot. I've seen it. I've dealt with it. The only thing I can do is just stay professional and just stay positive. Like, even when someone's being negative, even when someone's like what really bothers me is the first time something goes wrong, I'm going to go support Uber now.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? That's,
we don't give
why you bringing Uber into this? Because it was a mistake?
Yeah.
So, We got to stop doing that. We got to stop automatically patronizing other business as soon as something goes wrong. And we tend to do that.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting too? People don't value customer service. They treat you, because I've worked in PR and stuff like that before, and the way that people talk to you, people just act so entitled, and it's crazy.
They do, but as a business owner, you have to be professional. No matter who it is, no matter what color, you have to be professional. You have to at all times. You know
but it's just so interesting that you're doing a service for people, and you'd think that they would treat you with some respect. But
most of them do, so I'm grateful. Most of them do. I do get a lot of grateful customers, a lot of happy people. But sometimes people go through things. People are going through things at home, and then they're projecting that on you. I can't get mad about that. Of course, I get upset like, why are they doing that? But you're just going to the next person. You always there's so many people out here. You're gonna get support from someone else. You know what I mean? So I don't really pay attention there. But it is frustrating. The first thing they do is, I'm gonna go use them now.
Yeah, and I feel like as Black people, we only really get the one chance.
We only get one chance.
Only give us one chance, and it's just, it sucks that it's that way, because I was talking to a friend and he was telling me Black people aren't afforded the opportunity to be mediocre. Not saying that we should strive for that, but if we do fuck up, it's like that's it. But Uber says something racist. 2 weeks later, everybody forgot about it because they offer a discount instead of university training.
And you know what's funny? I had someone tell me, about the whole Gucci thing. I said, they called me racist. I said, hold on, I'm racist because I'm talking about supporting Black-owned business, but what about Gucci? Y'all still wearing it.
Yeah.
But I say I'm promoting Black-owned business because of everything that's going on, and then y'all won't support. I got some people say they won't support me until I work with white-owned businesses.
Really?
Oh, there's always that negative person on Instagram that kind of why you only working with Black-owned business? You're missing so much money. No, I'm not. No, it's not about that.
Quincy Jones said that, and this isn't an exact quote, but he said, when money is your focus, God walks out the door. And I don't know if you're religious. I'm certainly not, but I am very spiritual, and I do believe in God. And I do think that that's very true, is when money is your main motive, what you're doing right now might be great, but the downfall is going to be even crazier. It really is. When money,
I always tell you that. I said, if money is the mission, we're not going to be successful. I tell him that all the time, because if this was about money, trust me, I'd be balling.
Yeah.
I'd be out here balling, getting new shoes all the time. I got the same pair of shoes for 2 years. I don't care.
Yeah.
People look at me like, you could be doing so much more. Why are you just a delivery driver? Because it's not about the money.
Yeah.
The money is going to come, but it's about literally helping people.
Yeah.
The more you help, the more wealth you have. You know what I mean?
And so why is this all so important to you guys?
It's important. I mean, honestly, it gets me up in the morning. Like it really gets me up. Like if I wasn't doing this, I don't know what I'd be doing. I'd probably be depressed. Like I love to do this. You know what I mean? It's just, it keeps me happy. It keeps me energetic. So alone just from that, just learning more about Black-owned business, learning more about culture, learning more about just the city. You know what I mean? That it's so exciting. It's always it's always something new. You know what I mean? So
it's creating something for the younger generation too, because once we're able to create something of value and give them jobs, it'll just create that community feeling that we're not really feeling in a lot of the cities. But everyone connects through food, so there's other ways, obviously.
Exactly. You can't be unhappy with food.
Yeah.
It's a feel where it's like, no matter what you're going through, if I pull up with some good food, you're gonna be happy automatically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
you'll feel better.
Yeah.
That's definitely true. And so, if somebody asked you why should they use your service as compared to your competitor, what would you say?
Honestly, I would say, besides just supporting Black-owned business, like we're genuine. We actually care. You know what I mean? Like we're doing this with no funding. We're doing this like literally from the heart. Like we actually care about this. We care about each and every customer. Every customer I get, I text them. Every single last one of them, and I thank them. I call every single last customer. I don't miss one. I've had over hundreds of orders. Call every person. So
and stuff like that makes a difference.
I genuinely care about not only the business, but about the people, about giving them a good experience, because there's a lot of other services, and I'm not saying no names, but you see the stuff with eating food and stuff like that. We actually really care. We seen this stuff, and it's just what I've been doing. Like it's a craft at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I would say to that.
See.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much.
Okay, and so what are your plans for the future? How do you plan to expand and grow? What does the future look like for Black and Mogul?
The future, So first is to get as many black-owned businesses in Philadelphia as possible. That's the first goal. Second is to get to at least 5 different cities by the end of next year. At least 5 different cities. I want to be able to employ at least 500 people minimum. Like, you know, we're going to employ a lot more, but as we take this to every city, we're going to be able to create a lot of employment opportunities, keep a lot of people out of trouble, a lot of our youth out of trouble. So that's the future. Really, just making this like
not just expanding to just food, just go clothing or other products that we sell.
That's awesome. I would love to
just,
see that.
Just a bunch of different things that we can bring right to your door. Quickly.
There's no excuse no more. Like people would say, oh well, like it's something with an excuse for why I can't support black men. It's too far, or I didn't know about them. We're creating a platform where not only if you come to Philly, you go to Black Mobile, you're gonna see the black-owned business on there, and there's no reason not to support because we bring it to you.
Right.
So
they're right here. You can see all of them, even with, like I said, with the clothing and everything. If we create that map for you, so you know where everything is.
Maybe we'll get on that more. If there's clothing involved, if I can deliver some Jordans to your door, maybe, you know what I mean. But it's so many opportunities you can do. You know what I mean. So if someone's looking at this video, when y'all watch this, get into delivering hair, get into delivering clothes, get into delivering anything.
People love convenience.
It's going to be a $20 billion market.
Yeah.
And it's only going to increase because you see what's going on. No one really wants to go outside. It's getting dangerous. Whatever it is, this is what's coming next. I've been to a lot of events. This is what's coming next. Electric, automated cars. Everything's about to be automated. So we need to get in this field because if we don't get in this field, we're going to be left behind like always.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. We're trying to awaken people. Like, look, this is what's going on. This is how they're doing it.
Yeah.
This is how they're making all that money. Let's get a piece of it. There's room for us.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, that was the last question I had for you guys. Thank you so much. You guys were amazing. Like, I literally didn't even have to ask half my questions. I just hit it on the head. So I really appreciate that. No, I really do. I love when people come to my show and they have something to say about their business because you guys could have came here and just been like,
this is surprising
we're
because
black
last time we did that.
But the thing is,
You're right. We didn't have to do
it's
the
so easy
camera,
because
having a conversation.
exactly
You're right.
my job is to make you guys feel comfortable.
You definitely made us feel comfortable. You definitely made us feel comfortable.
Thank you. But I thank you guys so much for coming through and like I said, having something to say because I can't tell you how many black businesses don't even know what they're trying to sell. They don't really know. And you know, it's not necessarily to any fault of their own, but it just goes back to those limitations that we place on ourselves.
So, you know, like that's what we help black-owned business do. You know, if a black-owned business, a lot of businesses don't have websites. So we have our own website. We put every business on there. We're gonna begin the app. So all customers to do is go to our website, support whatever business they want to support, click whatever food they want, and then we'll bring it to your door. You can follow us on Instagram. It's called Black and Mobile. Our website is blackandmobile.com. Facebook Black and Mobile. Yeah, so you know we're just making everything convenient, not just for black-owned business, but just for the people who want to support them and for people that want to get jobs. So y'all can definitely check us out.
You guys have vegetarian options?
We do. I'm actually, I can't say I'm vegan anymore. I used to be vegan, but I love eating healthy.
Okay.
Like, I love eating healthy.
I'm going to have to talk to you on the side.
Okay.
Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for coming through. So usually, like I said before, at the end of my show, I ask my guests if they have any advice that they want to give, anything that they want to say, anything I might have forgotten.
Advice? I mean, I touched on this a couple times, but honestly, just do not give up. Like no matter what, if you have an idea, I don't care if you're rapping, I don't care if just don't give up. You have to work hard every day because I've been working on this for a while, and I've been working every single last day researching, and I see someone else in another city doing what I'm doing, similar name. There's gonna be competition. For example, Wallow always said, when I look at his videos, he said, how many different water companies are there? They're all making money. So I don't care if there's 20 black-owned delivery companies. Who cares? There's so many people out here. I'm not competing with anybody. I'm not competing to support people and help people. So just don't give up. Like whatever you're doing, don't give up. It doesn't matter if someone's doing what you're doing. Definitely try to be different. Don't copy. Don't try to copy someone blatantly. Like not be different and original. But just don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams.
I would say, I'm gonna say for parents, since I'm a parent, make sure you just teach your kids to want to create and don't just follow the status quo. Make sure they want to be different and create something that's important, that means something to the world. Yeah. Definitely.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank
you guys. I am so sad because this is the end of my last show this season and until further notice. But I want to thank you guys so much for your support and for supporting me and your love and your comments and just watching the show and really enjoying it. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. Without people like you guys, I literally can't do my show. So, wow. Thank you. Fuck me. I'm good. Thank you guys so much for supporting me again and watching the Weekly Read. We will be back eventually. I'm not sure when, but definitely be on the lookout for that. And for the last time this season, that's a wrap.